Now, on to our next speaker. Lerma Ermitanio, or most fondly called Mommy Lay, is the founder of Mompreneurs Club PH, a 12,000 plus strong community of seasoned and aspiring mom entrepreneurs. She is the awarded and recognized owner of a local skin and personal care brand, Bellam Essentials. She also runs her own digital marketing agency, Stellar Digital Marketing Solutions. She had her own share of hardships, from the death of her parents to failed businesses, but she managed to rise above adversity and attain success. Mommy Lay's advocacy is to inspire everyone, especially the moms, to survive life's toughest challenges and thrive. As the founder of Mompreneurs Club PH, Mommy Lay will share reasons why moms make great entrepreneurs. Streaming live from Las Piñas City, Philippines, ladies and gentlemen, Lei Ermitanio.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Ange, for that lovely introduction. So, why moms make great entrepreneurs? Well, why not? Let me start my piece by sharing a little backstory. When I was still young, I would say young, not little, because I'm still little, I witnessed how my mom hustled. My father had his full time job while my mom was self employed. My mom would tag me along every time she bought merchandise in Divisoria, like clothes, kitchenware, to sell ng hulugan or for installment. I would help her carry the bags that were even bigger than me. She'd bring me tong pin to buy pieces of gold jewelry, which were also for selling. Feel na feel ko pang magturo ng designs na nagugustuhan ko, but would of course end up being sold by my mom. I also witnessed her led a group of women sewing by hand stuffed toys to sell. I also learned to make some and even sold them. It was really my mom who influenced me to become an entrepreneur. Well, she actually did not influence me through words like, oh, Lerma, you should be a businesswoman when you grow up. It was through witnessing her journey, how she has been earning a lot without a boss. Yeah, that was a big factor. And most importantly, had time to attend to me, my family, the family, and not miss a single milestone I had. Well, not until she passed away when I was 25. I knew in my heart it was what I want. And it was when I had my own family and running a more stable business and also running a community of moms who are into business that I realized moms indeed are natural entrepreneurs. I have enlisted 7 reasons why moms make great entrepreneurs. There are actually a lot, but these are the ones that were on top of my mind. Okay, so let's begin with number 1. Moms have the innate will and skill to nurture. The moment we moms first know we are expecting, instantly there's fondness inside our hearts. And when we give birth, the urge to nurture naturally kicks in. We may know some theories about taking good care of a child, but not until we fully wrap our arms around our fragile little ones, only we know how it really is. And from there, we are natural. And even if we are still in pain from giving birth, we enthusiastically nurture our babies. And those sleepless nights, tiresome days when they were still young, we'd still take good care of them wholeheartedly. Of course, we complain, we rant, we whine. Because hobbies, kahit Diyosa yung tingin nyo sa amin, tanggapin na natin ang katotohanan na tao lang po kami. But despite the pagod, we can't imagine ourselves neglecting our loved ones. And as mom's natural instinct, whatever we put our hearts and souls into, we nurture it. We give our best shot to make it grow. And when we put up a business, we treat it like our babies. We grow it not solely driven by monetary goals, but with missions deep inside us to help more people, either through our products or services or through employment. So next on the list is number 2, moms are great at solving problems. Moms deal with problems and emergencies almost every day. Agree? But most often than not, we don't have the luxury of time to think it over. We need to think on our foot and take action immediately. Agad-agad dapat may solusyon. And the same is true for entrepreneurs. When there's a crisis, you need to quickly solve problems. And motherhood is training us, and we're slaying it, don't we? Problems with suppliers, issues about deliveries. Though these are stressful, we always manage to pull it off. And our next entry tells us why. Number 3, moms are flexible, creative, and great multitaskers. Wait. Okay, talk to me. Sino hindi gumagawa nito na mom? Diba? Flexible, isn't it? Kamay pa lang yan. Okay, so ayan, that's how talented we are. We all know that managing a home, not everything goes perfectly. When we are cooking, there's an ingredient lacking, kahit ang dami mo ng pinag-grocery, we still find alternatives. Something stopped working, we improvise. And when our toddlers can find anything interesting from their truckload of toys, we give them an empty box from our online shopping. And surprisingly, they love that, diba? We're flexible and creative like that. And multitasking ba? We cook while watching K-drama. Present. That's a skill. Just watching K-drama alone is already multitasking, reread the subtitles and, look at the screen. I actually have a cousin who is a first-time mom. She gave birth during the pandemic. So she's doing work from home. I remember her posting her on her Facebook story a photo of her baby on her lap while she's in front of her computer working. And I know a lot of moms who are also working from home do this. Breastfeeding while on an online meeting. Hats off to you, mamas. You're doing so great. And running a business is like sailing a boat. We've got a destination, we've got a goal, but there will always be challenges along the way. And so we must adjust our sails accordingly. Flexibility. We can't just sit there and stick to the plans even if it's not working, and worse, if it's endangering the business now. We devise ways, strategies, work double time to make things and make the situation better. Okay, so we're halfway on the list. I hope moms out there are connecting with what I'm sharing. And so next on the list of why moms rock is number 4, moms are skilled leaders and negotiators. We all know how satisfying it is to pacify a crying baby whom we don't understand a single word he or she is screaming, diba? And we also feel triumphant for closing a deal with a whining toddler and a strong-willed teenager. Those are such badass negotiating skills, aren't they? When a baby or a toddler throws a fit, the whole world would know. We know how tough it is, mom, especially if this happens in the middle of a public place and eyes are all on you. That triples the stress and pressure. But moms always get by, and most often than not, we slay it with grace. Sure, in most setup, the dad is the head of the family, but as moms, we co-lead. Even if moms are working with side hustle, it is still us who manage the home and deal with the kids more often. And many may not realize these little humans are the most important pack one could lead. Moms, we are leading our kids so that they grow into the best person that they can be and give a positive impact to the society when they grow up. Isn't that a vital role? We lead our children to grow, to flourish. And the same with leading the people in our business. We lead them to the direction where they could grow, not just to boss around. We understand their need to improve, to learn more, and become better employees so that the company grows too. We guide them, we help them, we influence them to do better, to become better. We also deal with our clients and business partners with compassion. And that's the gift we have, mommies. We have the ability to deeply understand each party's needs so that we can arrive at a deal that satisfies both sides. Moving to the next entry, number 5. Moms always seek improvement. For the moms here, taas ang kamay, have you ever asked yourselves, am I doing it right as a mom? Right? I am sure at some point in our lives as moms, we ask these questions to ourselves. And asking this doesn't mean we aren't capable. This only means that we want to give our best to our family. I am a part of different online mommy groups, and I always read moms asking how to improve things. Like, if you can produce enough milk after giving birth, they ask fellow moms what to do. If they have observed something is unusual with their kids, they ask what to do, who to consult with, and which facility they recommend. If the passion between couples needs rekindling, moms ask some tips about this too. Also, questions like how to make your sinaing last longer. Especially now that it's summer, madaling mapanis ang kanin, di ba? So, well, quick tip, we add a little vinegar sa tubig ng sinaing. You're welcome. They even ask, ito, paano sipagin magtupi ng labada? Alam ko maraming nakaka-relate dyan. See, moms, we always try to find ways to improve things around us, especially if it's for the family's sake. And always seeking for improvement is vital in running a business. When you are an entrepreneur, you should never be complacent and passive. Even if you think your product or service is innovative, there will come a time that someone will compete. You don't know what your competitors have up their sleeves. And of course, you don't want to be caught off guard. There were a lot of big businesses that failed because they didn't innovate or adapt fast. One great example is Nokia. Sino familiar? People my age or older are very familiar with this brand. The company overestimated the strength of their brand and believed that even if they would join the smartphone game late, they'd still succeed. But as we all know now, they didn't. Okay, and next entry is, I hope moms agree with me. Number 6, moms are paranoid, but in a positive way, running in a more casual term. So please don't tell me ako lang to, damayan niyo ako dito. Moms here, when our kids were still babies, didn't we put cushions everywhere to make sure na hindi maumpog si baby when they crawl or stand and flip over? Didn't you put safety plugs to the sockets to prevent your kids from accident? I also believe that many of us moms watch our babies while sleeping to check if they are still breathing. Recent, I did this. There's actually what is called perinatal anxiety. When we say perinatal period, that generally refers to the time when woman is pregnant and includes up to 1 year following birth. And anxiety is a natural response for people experiencing when they feel unsafe or threatened. And many moms experience perinatal anxiety because our natural instinct is to keep our babies safe. We foresee possible threats so that we could take necessary precautions to protect our little ones from being hurt. Yung sa akin lang feeling ko prolong. Kasi my kids now are teens, but I'm still having instances that experience such anxiousness. Sabi nga ni hubby, advance mag-isip. And why is being paranoid at a reasonable magnitude or being advanced mag-isip beneficial in running business? It's like playing mind games. When you know what your opponent's next possible step, you can create strategies. Like when you figure out how a certain conflict abroad might affect the economy all over the world, then you do necessary steps to protect your business. It's also like when you sense that the competition is veering towards a certain direction, you devise strategies to keep up or be ahead. Kaya mommies, Okay lang na maging advanced tayo mag-isip. Okay. And last, but definitely the most significant for me, is that moms are strong and resilient. As I mentioned earlier, everyday moms face different conflicts at home. There are times that we feel tired, helpless, and hopeless. But we manage to pull ourselves out of it because we know that there are little eyes watching us. The kids look up to us. So despite how heavy we feel, we pick ourselves up to set them a good example. I know a lot of moms who went through very difficult challenges in their lives, but came out stronger and now winning at life. One of my friends woke up one day and found out she lost the custody of her two kids. She couldn't reach them as the father blocked all the means of communication. That was devastating. Of course, she was down for a while after exhausting all the means to win them back. But she managed to get up and still do better in life with a great hope that when she would find her kids again, they'll be proud of her. And after many years, it is now happening. And I'm really, really happy for her. My best friend underwent postpartum depression. She couldn't find the meaning of life when she was at this lowest point. But she clung onto the hands of the Lord, and she was able to bounce back and is now running a community of women and empowering them. Amazing, isn't it? Another friend also started a community for women to help find them freelance jobs years ago, but at the early stage, she was bashed and humiliated. But thanks to her resilient heart, which also underwent a lot when she was younger because of losing her mom to cancer, she managed to get over these, and now the community she founded is one of the biggest in the Philippines. My network is full of women with stories of heartaches, failures, but were able to reclaim themselves and are now paying it forward. And I'm so proud of that. I myself failed big time almost a decade ago. The precious things my parents left me were all gone because of my wrong decisions in business. I experienced depression. A part of my head went bald because of the chemical imbalances that were already happening inside my body. But I tried to pull myself up to get out of that slump. There were three toddlers watching me. I lost hope, and the future seemed so dark that I doubted if there's even a future for me. But my kids, they were my guiding light. And now, with the grace of God, I am here in front of you delivering this peace. I still have a long way to go, but looking back, I have really gone far from where I started. And just like in motherhood, when running your own business, expect that you'll have more responsibilities. And especially when you're starting it up, it's gonna be hard. But we are all strong and resilient. That's who we are. We can do it. If you are still doubting yourself, please stop. Start that dream business of yours. You have all the qualities to do so. And if you don't know where to start, the doors of our community, Mompreneurs Club PH, is open. Let's figure it out together. Thank you.